Hello everyone, Alexa Donne here. I am a traditionally published author, and gather round children because today I am sharing some anecdata with you to put your mind at ease. Because today I want to talk about the phenomenon of how being first to publish isn't always the best. I share this with you because these observations have honestly helped me on the path to publication. There were many years where I was so close and I had great things happen to me and then nothing. No one wanted to buy my book, or I, lost my literary agent, had to write another book. It's tough, and as you are aspiring and you're in the community, you're going to see peers, so people who at one point are at the exact same stage as you, they've also just finished their book and they're querying. You're going to see some of them skyrocket to success, and you're going to experience a myriad of feelings. You're going to be jealous, you're going to be bitter, you're going to be sad, you're gonna beat yourself up because, you're not good enough, And the thing I want to talk about, which you start to notice the longer you are around, a lot of those people who skyrocket past you early on then disappear. And so I want to talk a bit about publishing as a long game and how doing something very, very fast or first isn't necessarily the best outcome or doesn't equal the best outcome. I can't tell you how many people who I essentially think of as part of my aspiring writer class. So we were on the same blogs and in the same contests at the same time around 2013. So we were all trying to get agents at around the same time. In my case, it was my first book. In their case, it might have been their first, their second, their third, etc. But I saw several of them get agents really fast, especially from the contests, get huge book deals. And they did the debut thing and the buzz, etc. And it is 2018. And you have never heard of most of them. If I said their name, you'd go, who? If I said their book title, you'd go, what? And they've mostly disappeared. They've either completely washed out of the industry, or right now they're quietly, silently writing some other book, trying to restart their career because their careers are essentially dead. And so this is some real publishing, real talk for you. We're going to talk about the long game and career longevity and the upsetting odds of publishing. So I have heard this statistic, this slightly made up statistic, but these are estimates based on the experiences of multiple people I know from multiple debut years. I've talked to people who debuted in 2015, I've talked to people who debuted in 2016 and 2017, and all of these numbers pretty much wash with all of them. And I'm starting to see the same things in the 18s, and that is, within 2 years of your debut, probably at least 30% of your debut class is done with publishing. They just didn't sell well, they're not going to get another publishing deal, or they've lost all will to continue in publishing because publishing is so rough, and they wash themselves out. They decide, I'm done. Within 5 years, probably only 20% of your debut class is still going to be in the publishing industry. We'll still have a book deal, have books on contract, books coming out, still writing, still trying to publish. That means 80% of any given debut year is not going to be in publishing in 5 years. And I'd say this is pretty accurate to what I've observed from the people that I thought of as my class, because people that I was seeing trying to get published in 2013, a lot of them did start coming out in 2015 and 2016, and it's pretty accurate to what I've observed. And so I say this to make you feel better. If the process is a little slower for you, if you have to do multiple books, multiple agents, if it's a struggle. But this is just going to be a depressing video because fastest isn't always best. Long game is important, but also just because it takes a long time also doesn't guarantee you success. Anyone can be the writer who washes out early in the game. But at the least, I think, the longer that you struggle, the less easy it is to get published, the more fortitude you develop, the more kind of coping mechanisms and skill sets you develop that give you better odds at making it. I genuinely believe this, not just because I'm trying to hold on, but no, I think that early setbacks and struggles teach you to scrap a book and write a new one, teach you to be more savvy about the market, possibly for some people teach you to write faster, kind of beat the idealism out of you, like, oh, it's the art. Well, if you struggle to sell something, then you go, you know what? I love storytelling. What will it take to keep my career going? Oh, I need to do an IP project or, write what I need to write so that I can stay in the industry. A lot of people develop those skills, and that is what will keep you around the publishing industry. There is a lot of luck that goes into it, and there are things in your debut that you cannot control, but you can control yourself, so to speak. And I've seen and I admire the writers who want to write so badly and stay in the industry so badly that they're able and willing to pivot to do what it takes to keep writing. Now that I've brought the mood down, no, but the point of this is just to tell you that as you're going through the process and things aren't happening for you fast, really keep your jealousy and your bitterness about people who do skyrocket past you in check. Now, of course, a few of them are going to become the next huge superstars of YA. We've all seen those as well. There are people who weren't specifically in my aspiring class in 2013, but that's around the time they were writing their books, which then they sold and became huge bestsellers, and now they're millionaires. Like, we all see those people skyrocket to the top. But a lot of the people that you see as surpassing you and you just have this bitterness kind of dripping through your body aren't going to be any better off than you are in a few years. And very often, everything happens for a reason, which I know is very, very cheesy. So for years, I did struggle with, is it going to happen to me? Why isn't it me? Oh, I'm so jealous. It was so easy for them. And then everything happened, I think, the way it was meant to happen for me. I had to wait for this book and to teach myself to write books better and to get the right agent for me, the right business partner, because she is the right business partner. And then I got the perfect debut book deal. Like, my publisher has been such an amazing partner. They helped me debut well. Even though I'm not like a breakout hit, that doesn't matter. I debuted well, and how you debut matters. And I'm honestly just really optimistic about the industry. I think I've learned a lot. I think I've developed a lot of skills and coping mechanisms, and I'm just excited to tell lots of stories, and I'm ready and willing to pivot. I have so many different directions I can go in, and I'm open and willing to make changes and go in different directions, depending on kind of how things go. And I think that adaptability and that fortitude is what helps you stick around. So first to publish is not always best. I know it's hard to keep your jealousy in check, but try. I hope you enjoyed this video. I just thought it'd be a nice little insight into something I've observed in the industry. First publish, not always best. Let me know down below in the comments any questions that you have. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll tell you more cool little anecdata things about publishing, secrets that aren't secrets. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I post new videos 2 to 3 times a week. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Happy writing and happy being as zen as possible when you see people skyrocket ahead of you into publishing, because it doesn't always work out. Wow, that's dark.